And good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of the Cameron Woolley Show. With me is Ming Chen.
What's up, everybody?
And I'm Cameron Woolley. Oh man. Yeah, FYI, today's just going to be a hockey episode.
All right, let's
going on, so many moves, so much stupidity.
Sure.
So many overpayments, so many teams to make fun of.
Oh my God.
But here we're going to start with our team, the hometown Devils, one of the teams that hasn't been doing a lot of stupid stuff. You know, the draft just happened. It was last Friday.
Yes. Did you watch live?
Yeah, I
watched
it
live.
I watched the draft. I had nothing else to watch.
Devils 4th pick in the draft, and
they took. No, it might have been for the name brand, but he's also a damn good player. They took Luke Hughes.
They did.
Defenseman.
Yeah, and I mean, it wasn't a sentimental pick. He was the 4th best player on that.
Oh yeah,
on that board.
And to a lot of people, he had the highest ceiling for any defenseman
Sure.
in this draft. Which Devils, we've been watching them for what, like the last 8 years. They've needed a defenseman.
They need many defensemen. We'll
Like,
get to that.
We'll get to defenseman.
We'll get to defensemen
Woo.
for sure. Yeah, but yeah.
So yeah, overall a good draft for the Devils. You know, their 29th pick raised some questions, but it's the 29th overall pick in the NHL draft. What the hell are you gonna get out of that? Like, it's a crapshoot.
Well, either it works out or it doesn't. I hope
Yeah.
it works out. I think it'll work out. But Luke Hughes, I saw the family reaction when they drafted him. I mean,
so
can you
funny.
imagine?
Dude, I swear Jack was more excited
Oh, sure.
than you saw the reaction. He was hugging him. He was shaking.
Yeah.
He was actually shaking.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, you grow up, you play with your brother on you know, the Pee-wee ice hockey teams
in the driveway.
In the driveway.
Playing street hockey.
Right, you know, waking up early in the morning, going to the local rink, whatever. You know, you come up and I mean, your dream is that you could play with your brother in the NHL, and that happened. It was pretty rare.
And Luke actually dropped in the interview that he said, you know, it'd be great to play with Jack and hopefully one day Quinn
yeah.
as well. So,
hey, man.
Tom Fitzgerald, get on it.
Right.
Get on it.
Right. Get the pieces that'll make this happen.
Yeah. We've already got 2 Infinity Stones. Assemble the Infinity Gauntlet.
Yeah.
Assemble the Gauntlet. You know, like the one we got back there.
Yeah.
But find a way to get Quinn in New Jersey. It's gotta happen.
I think
it has to.
It's gonna be another brother and brother powerhouse duo.
God, dude, that power play.
Oof.
It's gonna be a good power play. Hey, they know their timing.
Yes.
And Luke, like his brothers, can skate.
Right.
He's really good transitionally. Like, he uses his he's a little more sizable than Jack, but he can skate. He can move the puck really well.
Right.
Which, again, it seems like a family trade secret. But yeah, Luke, I think he's going to be great. He's going to play this year at the University of Michigan, and then he'll probably sign his entry-level deal. And we'll take it from there. Also, your alma mater had a hell of a night.
It's like every player who ever played for Michigan in the last few years got drafted like top 10 almost.
Off the top of my head,
sure.
Owen Power, Matt Beniers, and Luke Hughes are taken in the top 3.
Right. I mean, they make good hockey players over there.
Kent Johnson, the 5th overall pick, is committing to Michigan as well. So hell of a night for you. You went to Michigan.
I did. I'm a U of M Wolverine, and my parents still live there. I could have become a hockey great, but my mom wanted me to play baseball instead. with good reason.
Well,
it's
you
like
shrink the strike zone.
I did. Well, I did that. Yes, I took a lot of walks when I played in my baseball career, but I could understand. My mom didn't want to spend any money, so you know, skates, pads, uniform, helmet, sticks, all that stuff. Versus here's a glove.
Well, to be fair, back then, 5'6" and a hockey player didn't really mesh well. Like, now, size doesn't really matter.
Sure. Speed, skill.
Like, it's all about speed, skill, shot, puck movement, all that stuff. Transition.
Yeah, none of which
that's what this game is all about.
None of which I have. So, all right. So they were my hockey career. I probably wasn't going top 5 from University of Michigan.
Yeah,
so.
you were. But yeah, just want to point out, hell of a night for your alma mater.
Oh yeah, for sure. But yeah, so that last Friday, great night for the Devils.
Great stuff. They were going to deal the 29th pick. I remember I had a lot of information coming in.
Okay.
It's like they were really close to making a trade with San Jose.
Yeah.
And I remember I was saying, oh, Timo Meier. It wasn't going to be Timo Meier. It was probably the most notable name I heard come up in those conversations was Evander Kane. And again, would not mind Evander Kane at all. He's a solid forward.
Yep.
He puts up good numbers. And he's not much of a head case anymore.
Right.
So I'd be fine with Evander Kane. But again, deal didn't come together. Their priority was to trade that pick.
Yes. Didn't happen.
But all the deals fell through. The only team that actually gained traction in talks was the Sharks. And they just kind of...
Yeah, didn't happen.
It just didn't happen.
Didn't happen.
Didn't happen. The price was...
Didn't happen. Well, they had bigger fish to fry a week, 5 days later, so...
Everyone has... My God, dude, this free agency, this offseason, I said it. I told you it was going to be insane. I told you.
Multiple times.
I think since then, and this is why we're dedicating this whole episode to hockey.
Okay.
The Chicago Blackhawks, stupid trade. They trade Adam Boquist, and they make like a pick swap or whatever.
Yes.
The point is, they gave up way too much for Seth Jones, who's, you have to look at points.
Right.
Fine defenseman. But if you look at his underlying numbers, if you look at his player chart or whatever, he was bad this year. He was really, really, really bad. And immediately after they traded for him, they signed him to an 8-year, $9.5 million.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Average annual value extension.
I do not see this ending.
An 8 by 9.5 extension.
I don't see this ending well.
And also the Blackhawks, I don't know if you heard, they're mired in their own horrible scandal where they had the sexual misconduct charges from their coach all the way back from the 2010 team.
Right.
The charges, they came up like in the early 2010s. They were swept under the rug. They're coming up now for some reason. And yeah, just a total disaster. On the topic of the Blackhawks, they traded for Marc-Andre Fleury, who doesn't seem like he wants to play for them. Like, he was... Marc-Andre Fleury just so screwed over. What is it with the Vegas Golden Knights and screwing over their
I don't know.
They did it to Robin Lehner in the playoffs last year.
Yes.
And now they did it to Marc-Andre Fleury this year.
I don't know. Can you explain this? Like, what the rationale?
Can
you explain the rationale behind this?
Well, Marc-Andre Fleury, from the Vegas standpoint, cap space.
Okay.
They needed to free up caps. They've been in a very bad cap situation.
Right.
Like in 3 years, and like the 3-4 years they've been alive as a franchise, which I don't know how that happened. Like how the hell do you end up in that bad of a cap situation when you're 4 years old? But again,
it's Las Vegas.
But again, you get handed a cup contender on a silver platter. Sure, you're going to be kissing the cap ceiling.
It's Las Vegas. They'll just gamble it away. They'll win it back, right?
Yeah.
It's like a gambling problem. Okay,
there are so many problems. There are so many problems with that team. But yeah, they traded Fleury to a team that he doesn't want to play for, and apparently he only wants to play for either Pittsburgh or Vegas. So,
well, that narrows down. Narrows it down.
Or it's either Vegas, Pittsburgh, or he's retiring.
Right.
Flat out, and Vegas is out of the picture.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh needs goaltending help. But that cap it, who knows?
A 36-year-old, I mean, three-time
he won the Vezina. He won the Vezina this year.
Sure. I know, but I still look at age, man.
Yeah, the age is a factor. Yeah. It's so much. The point being, Stan Bowman is really stupid.
I still look at age. Did I tell you I played dodgeball last weekend?
You played dodgeball last weekend?
Yeah, I went to this, it was like a kickoff party at the sports bar in Houston, and the sports bar in Houston...
Enemy territory, man.
They're huge, right? They're huge. So they had this pit. It was an indoor soccer field in a pit. And, we're sitting there having a good time, and then at 9:30 rolls around. They're like, hey, you guys going to play dodgeball?
Everybody at that point is kind of buzzed.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
everybody at that point, they're a few beers in, like, sure, play
Sure,
dodgeball.
yeah, but I was like, they're like, all you gotta do is sign this waiver, and me and
Sign a waiver.
I was down there, and fellow Shady Earth podcaster CJ Cullen from the Cullen and Film podcast was down there. We looked at each other like, yeah, let's
Yeah,
play.
dodgeball.
Play. So we got another one of our friends down there, and we had a couple other random guys on our team. But we're old, man. We're old, but we have fire. We have fire our hearts into it, and we're like, all right, who are we playing? And in March, it's these 20-year-olds, and
Like
we're
these
like,
20-year-old jocks.
I mean, they looked like they were in shape. Like, they probably worked out, and we're like,
Tank
oh, man.
top.
Not tank
everything,
top.
not
One dude's wearing a
slack.
polo shirt, but it was very tight fitting, and I could see, he probably worked out.
Yeah,
these
the tight polo shirts. Yeah,
Right.
not the kind of stuff I'd wear.
Yeah, there's a couple females. They look like they're in shape as well. And we're like, oh crap. So I'm like, what are the rules? They're like, well, you're gonna play 3 games. I'm like, oh man, and you go until last man standing, right? Well, I'm proud to say we freaking kicked their asses, my friends.
Wow.
We did. We won all 3 games, swept it. But afterwards, I was pretty sore. I might still be sore.
You do yoga.
I
on
know,
like a-
but man, it does age, man. I'm telling you, that's
Like,
my point here. Is age catches up to you
yeah,
very
I know
quickly.
you're in your 40-somethings. And,
I am.
And, like, there are times where you, like, wake up in the morning and, like, your knee will hurt and it won't stop hurting for
Right.
a month.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. That hand, to start happening to Fleury. Like maybe not this year, but next year, 2 years from now, maybe you don't recover as
So
quick.
that was your point of telling
That was
the
my
dodge-
point,
That was
is-
your point of telling the dodgeball
Yeah.
story so you could relate it to
Right,
Marc-Andre
right.
Fleury.
Now I know, yeah, okay, I know he won the Vezina, but dude,
Well,
you've
yeah,
seen it.
yeah, I know 36 years
Age.
old at that cap hit. Yeah.
Age is nothing to
Dude,
joke with.
Marty Brodeur led the Devils to the Stanley Cup final at 40.
He did. All right. Well, yeah, but he's Marty Brodeur.
Yeah. Yeah, I know he's like a top 5 goalie of
Sure.
all time. And
Yeah, that's my point
all
though.
that, but-
It's a lot of gear, a lot of moving around, a lot of wear and tear on the body. is
yeah,
what
I
I'm
know a
saying.
lot of wear and tear on the vibe.
I would not want to do it. I could not do it. I've never done. You ever play goalie? They ever throw you a net?
In Minecraft, I played a whole lot of goalie.
Right. But real, street hockey, roller hockey, like any.
Schoolyard soccer.
Okay, it's not fun.
Schoolyard soccer, I was like, no, it was not fun.
It's not fun.
'Cause they would kick it to that one spot where you don't want them to kick it.
Right. Yeah. And then, ultimately you get blamed for the loss too. So it's very stressful mentally and physically. So I'm just saying, I think.
I think Devils goalies are the only goalies that are immune to blame for the last few years.
Right. Well, I mean, you gotta
But we're gonna-
you do have a defense in front of you, ideally. So
What defense?
right. Yeah. Anyways, well, that'll be interesting if he doesn't play for the Blackhawks. I don't know really what to tell him. So, yeah. So 10 a.m. today, free agency started.
Yep, it was just, or like 12 p.m. today.
12
free
p.m.
agency started.
Oh,
Just
12 p.m. Okay.
Whole lot, 12 p.m. Eastern.
Right.
Just some really crazy stuff. Whole lot of overpayments. The kind of stuff that you expect in a free agency
Sure.
cycle.
Yeah, right off the
Quick
bat.
shout out to Devils legend Blake Coleman for getting overpaid, and he can thank Barclay Goodrow for that one. The contract that he got from the Rangers. You see
Yeah.
it 6 years for a plug, and Blake Coleman got 6 years, 4.9, I believe. I might be spitballing, but
I'm trying. Yeah.
basically
I
just
don't-
all I know is that he got 6 years,
Okay.
and I don't get why Calgary would go all out for him.
that's a great
Like,
question.
Blake Coleman belongs on a cup contender. Like on a team like Tampa, he was a perfect
Right.
fit
Yeah.
there.
yeah.
Like, I don't get why Calgary went after him. Like, great player.
6
6 year, 4.9.
4.9.
4.9 million.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it right.
Yep. Ding 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 ding.
But yeah, just you knew Tampa was gonna lose Coleman.
Yeah.
Because they were in their own situation and salary wise, and no Coleman. Hey, congrats on the payday.
Yeah, enjoy it.
I was for the record, I was a fan of his before a lot of other people. As a Devils fan, I remember the little memories. As I remember the Travis Zajac Stefan Nason, Blake Coleman line from
Yeah.
2018. I remember one game it like shut down Sidney Crosby and Evgeny Malkin with
Yeah.
absolutely. Because as Devils fans in the 2010s, we kind of remember that
Yeah,
stuff.
sure. It's the little victories, yes.
Like, the little big victories.
Right. 1,000%.
Anyways, we are looking at some bigger victories, hopefully coming soon for the Devils, as they have gone big game hunting.
Thank God. Did you?
One of the deals is not completely confirmed, but there's been no other rumors from any other team. So anyways, let's go to the one that's been official and
and it's a big one.
Like
big
ratified. One. No, I'm not talking about the one you think.
Oh, okay, no, okay.
The
other one.
Jonathan Bernier
Yes.
signed for 2 years, $4.1 million a year. I mean, yeah, it's a steep cap hit, but Jonathan Bernier, the underlying numbers, they look good.
Yeah.
And they're talking about shitty defense. Detroit. Oh my God.
Yeah, they did. They barely had a defense. They might as well put like 2 trash cans out there.
Like, at least the Devils had Ty Smith.
Yeah. Or 2 traffic cones. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, like that deal last year is basically Ty and the traffic cones.
Yeah. Yeah, so...
But yeah, Bernier signed for a couple years. The backup goalie has been a need. An underlying need that nobody paid attention to, but was glaring.
Right.
For the past few years, because, we've been worrying about said traffic cones for so long, and all the other stuff, but everyone keeps forgetting that the Devils' backup goalie situation has been terrible for a while.
I mean, they basically just threw a warm body back there.
Yeah, poor Scott Wedgwood.
Yeah.
I mean, they had Kincaid for a couple years, and then he became the star because Corey Schneider fell off a cliff, and then his hip just fell apart. God, of course it did. And they got Bernier, who I think he'll be splitting the duties with Blackwood, and I'm happy about that. Would I have preferred someone else? Yes. If I was going to go after a goalie in this class, I would have absolutely gone after Yaroslav Halak, who did a fantastic job backing up Tuukka Rask.
Yeah, he's going to the Canucks, so...
God, the Canucks.
He's going to Vancouver.
But staying on topic of the Devils...
Sure.
It's not official yet. It's not completely official, but the deal is basically done. They're just figuring out some other stuff. We were talking about it for a while, and
we were, but I didn't believe it was going to happen.
Nobody actually believed it. Oh my God, Dougie Hamilton! Oh man, dude!
Welcome to New Jersey.
Welcome again. It's not official, but Jonathan Bernier said. Jonathan Bernier said in his opening presser that he said, quote, scroll up a bit, hold on, Discord, scroll up, quote, they added Dougie. That's a big piece. And also a lot of sources, NHL Network, Darren Drager, they've been saying that.
They're reporting it.
The term has been agreed to, but they're figuring out some other stuff. Again, I'm not used to the Devils signing big contracts like this, so...
I mean, not without, weird loopholes and stuff,
so maybe this is part of the process.
We're going to divide it into 14 years and backload it.
I don't know. Maybe probably backload. But from what I know right now is 7 years at only an $8.5 million cap hit. That is $500,000 less than PK Subban.
Yeah.
If you told me that we were going to get Dougie Hamilton for $8.5 million a year, I would have been like, hell yes, sign me up.
Yeah. Well, and they did it.
And Dougie Hamilton has been a player that, for years since middle school, I've been like, oh man, dude, Dougie Hamilton, he'd be a great guy to have on the Devils. And sure enough, bang, they got him. I shit you not, he is damn near everything this team needs on the defensive side. He is a right shot.
Yes.
He can play defense. He can help a lot offensively. And he is a Norris caliber defenseman. He has been in Norris voting for years, and you could argue there were a couple years there where he should have won the Norris. Analytical darling. He is just... he has been hitting everything here. As we pull up his hockey reference page, this past season, 55 games played, 10 goals, 32 assists for 42 points, and he finished 4th in Norris Trophy voting.
Yeah.
Just fantastic stuff from him.
Great numbers. Durable, plays almost every game.
He's absolutely everything you need. Everything that this team needs. On the defensive side of things, he's everything.
scores goals, great plus minus.
Nobody really cares about plus minus anymore. But,
I mean, I do.
I mean, it's
I
not
do.
really-
You know, if it's negative 50, then I'm like, all right, there might be something wrong
If you
here.
play on a bad team,
Sure.
the plus minus is going to be down.
Sure.
I mean, 2015-16 Calgary Flames, they were not good, and he was a minus 14. Does that make Dougie Hamilton a bad defenseman?
No,
Of course
but
not.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, on the 2015-2016 Calgary, the Flames, like, yeah, that's actually not bad. So,
5-time All-Star. He is just a great defenseman.
yeah.
Top 10 in the league. He is great.
Then got 28 years old. So 7 years, not bad. He'll still be. He won't
He'll
be that old.
35.
Yeah.
Then depending on how his game ages, which I don't know if he's a great defenseman though, but he's gonna be here for a while.
Yeah.
So get used to him, get comfortable with. We're gonna be saying his name a lot on the show. It is gonna be.
We will.
Is gonna be amazing.
We will. It's gonna
Like
be a-
I am so
It's gonna
happy.
Be a sweet line, man.
Like the words cannot describe how happy I am to see that Dougie Hamilton is a New Jersey Devil.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Well, asking we received, right?
And the Devils still need to spend more to get to the cap floor, which leads you to think, well, of course, the restricted free agents, they got Sharon Govich and
Sure.
Wokanen that they got to lock up. Maybe they look at Jack Hughes, but I don't think Jack Hughes is going to be anywhere near an extension
I
for
think
at least
it's-
until next year.
It's a little early, but man, seeing how happy he was, when you're happy, you play better.
Yeah.
When you're excited to play,
Oh yeah, like
you play better.
Oh no, with Luke there, Jack is probably going to extend.
Right. That's what I'm thinking. It's definitely what I'm thinking.
Dougie Hamilton not officially a Devil yet. They are waiting to see some things through, and sure, there could be a dud that comes in and the deal completely unravels, but it is
It's all but official.
like it is.
It's all but
my-
official.
My guy who's got a guy told me that it's done. They're in a verbal agreement. They are not talking to any other teams.
Right.
Every other team knows that Dougie's going to be a Devil, and it's done.
Yeah,
it's done. It should be done.
It's just great though to see New Jersey pony up the money.
They've had the cap space forever.
Sure. But still,
Remember, like the last few years, they've had so much cap space, and now they're finally utilizing it properly
Yeah.
instead of what they did in 2019, which we won't talk about that. But,
right. Yeah.
but I'm Dougie Hamilton, man.
Yeah.
Dougie Hamilton is a New Jersey. He is going to be suiting up next season for the New Jersey Devils. He is going to be playing defense for New Jersey Devils.
Yeah.
He's going to be power play quarterback. He is going to be everything.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. Now, although we've said this before, remember how excited we got?
Okay, but there's a
2019?
difference between PK Subban, who we
Sure.
knew was past his prime,
Sure. Well, but still,
and a Norris caliber
Okay,
defenseman
I know.
who currently who's in the
I
middle
know,
of his
but
prime.
still, come on. Remember how excited everybody was? We, especially us.
Yeah,
Remember,
we were
We were
planning
slapping
the
each other
parade,
on the
but
back.
we were like,
shaking
yeah.
hands. We were high fiving. We were printing off
printing
like
off the playoff,
the playoff
tickets.
tickets.
We had lawn
we were,
chairs set up at the parade.
I was
We were-
sewing on a Stanley Cup playoff patch on my jersey, like already.
on your Ming Chen jersey.
I got my Ming Chen. I was sewing the jersey. I was sewing the patches on already. I was like, I was printing off the T-shirts, and then
You're printing off it. Yeah, you have your. I assume you know someone who counterfeits stuff, and because you know someone who does everything. So like,
yeah, for sure. And we had a ukulele left behind. All right, there you go. There, Godspeed, my friend. Godspeed. Comic Turtles and Craft Beer. Jonathan B. Croft, everybody. We should have had him
podcaster.
chime in on this.
Fellow
But anyways,
podcaster here at
yes,
Shared
for
Universe.
sure. Anyways, yeah, we were excited. So is there any pessimism? You're pretty. You're not that pessimistic, but sometimes you are. I mean.
there is
Best free agent of this in this current class.
Yes, no doubt. Dude.
Okay, no doubt. So Devils-
Norris caliber defensemen
Okay.
don't typically hit the market.
Sure.
I mean, last year you had Petrangelo, but
Right.
defensemen like Dougie Hamilton
Okay.
don't typically hit the market that much. And
Yeah.
for a team like the Devils to come in damn near instantaneously
Right.
and
Yep.
scoop him up.
Yep. That
Scoop 'em up.
says a lot.
And scoop him up before other teams can do it.
Yep.
And also, here's another factor. Every other team in the Metro has gotten worse, except for the Devils. Yeah, the Flyers, who...
Yeah.
I mean, they traded a first-rounder for Rasmus Ristolainen, which made no sense. And then, dude, there are teams that would trade their first-round pick to get rid of Ristolainen. But the Flyers ponied up the 13th overall pick to get him. But we don't know what that pick is going to turn into. And then the Flyers also signed Martin Jones, who's bad.
Yeah. Good luck. Good luck, Philadelphia.
Yeah, good luck.
Good luck. Come to the Rock and feel the stinging loss as you're crushed
like-
by the 2022 Devils.
The
21,
backup
22.
goalie situation in Philadelphia somehow got worse.
How did
After
that?
having Brian Elliott. You got worse than Brian Elliott. How does that happen? You gotta wonder how that happens.
I don't know.
A lot of
I don't know.
It takes someone really, really stupid to do that. And talk about the Vancouver Canucks. Speaking of stupid GMs, oh my God. Let's just talk about like Canada for a second in the NHL.
Okay.
The Montreal Canadiens. I told you this is going to be a while, but
Yes.
the Montreal Canadiens in the draft had the 29th or had the 31st overall pick.
Yes.
And there was a defenseman that was on the board who did some bad stuff, really bad stuff.
Yes.
Reprehensible.
So bad that
shit.
they told him that he
No.
requested to be withdrawn from the draft.
No, he issued a statement.
Yes.
Which was totally bullshit, by the way. Like, he was just looking for sympathy, and he wasn't
Right.
getting it. He said that nobody should draft me, and the Habs, lo and behold, took him.
Yes. Inexplicably.
You cannot defend that pick.
No.
It's not even like he was...
Well, they did try to defend
It's not
it.
even like...
They issued
well,
a statement.
Okay. When you have to issue a statement
Right. It's bad.
after making a late first-round pick,
Yeah.
you think that was the right option? It's not like
No.
Logan Mailloux is going to be this Norris-caliber stud.
I don't
And
know.
I'm pretty sure Marc Bergevin took him simply because he had a French-sounding name. Are you kidding me? That is so bad. Like, even the Prime Minister of Canada.
Justin Trudeau deeply disappointed by their decision to draft Logan Mailloux.
Okay, when Justin Trudeau...
Prime Minister of your country. Yes.
When Justin Trudeau, who has... There's stuff out there from when he was younger. And I don't know if he's exactly the guy who should talk
Sure.
on moral matters like this,
Right.
but when you have the Prime Minister of your country
Yeah,
and
it's not
calling you
good.
out,
It's not good.
it's not even like world leaders don't typically talk about sports that much.
No, they should stay
Like
out
maybe
of it.
like even Donald Trump, the most like noisy president in the history of this country. He only tweeted about sports a couple of times.
Right.
Like I remember that time when he ripped on Dave Roberts in the 2018 World Series. But like yeah, when you have a world leader who has way bigger fish to fry right now,
chiming in.
is chiming in on this pick, you know you screwed up.
Yeah. Well, he's also a Habs fan, so
That is also a Habs
so
fan, yeah.
so that makes it disappointment times two.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
yeah. Are you kidding me? Like, it makes me ashamed as a hockey fan that pick was made. It makes me ashamed as a man
Right.
that pick was
Sure,
made because
yeah.
it makes men look like a bunch of pigs who don't care
Right.
about that stuff. It made me ashamed as a man. I cannot imagine what it's like to be a Habs fan right now,
Right.
and seeing that pick get made. Like if the Devils made that pick,
Oh no!
oh my God, I would have been furious.
I don't think the Devils would have made that pick.
Oh no, the
I
Devils.
think they got a little more class than that.
No, the Devils would not have made that pick.
No.
The Devils have a lot of things wrong with them, but one thing I will say is that they are a classy organization.
Yeah, no, I don't get it. I don't get why Montreal wants this kind of headache. I guess they must see something in him.
What?
I don't know.
Okay, is this guy going to be a Norris winner?
And even if
Do
so,
they
he's going
expect
to
him
have.
to turn into Did they expect him to turn into something great? Did they expect who the hell did they see Larry Robinson in this guy or something?
Yeah.
Because they're the talent level that could possibly slimly justify this pick has to be impeccable, and he is not.
Right.
It's not even like he was a projected top 15 pick heading into the draft. They took him for shits and giggles.
Yeah. Well, and he's barred from training. Like, what? I don't see the point. He's barred from training camp.
Although I will say this is kind of calling his bluff.
Sure.
And if Mailou signs this entry-level contract, if he goes through with playing for the Habs, then we'll know for certain that he was completely blowing smoke out his ass.
Right.
When
I apologize for the
when they
pain
took
this
him.
selection has caused. Like, that's just a PR nightmare.
When a selection, when you make a pick that warrants that level of work from the PR team, you think you should make that pick? I got a hunch that you shouldn't make that pick when it's going to be that much of a PR nightmare,
Yeah.
and also when you take account for the piece of shit that Logan Mailou is.
Right. Yeah. It's just I don't even see this worth it.
But you know what was so fun? And I remember I audibly laughed out loud at this because I am a sick little bastard when it comes to my sense of humor.
Sure.
The Chicago Blackhawks, who are in their own PR nightmares, I
Right.
stated before, they came up. They had 16 women come up on that
Mm-hmm.
or on that stage to announce the pick. And I remember when I was saying I was confused when the Habs made that pick. I'm like, what the hell? And then when like all the women showed up to make the Blackhawks pick, which was a total PR move by
Right.
Chicago, who's in their own sexual misconduct
Yes. Right.
thing. I remember I just started rolling. I was rolling, laughing. I was like, "Oh my god!" Like it was terrible, but it was funny.
Right.
Like it was funny because it was terrible. Like I have a dark sense of humor.
I see that.
am,
I see that. Just to make sure it doesn't get you in trouble.
no, it's not gonna get me in trouble.
Just make sure it doesn't get you in trouble. Wow. So yeah, well, this changes everything. We hope.
And talking about the Metro division. Actually, we're
Okay,
staying
Flyers.
we're staying on the topic of Canada.
Okay.
We were going to talk about the Canucks until we
Sure.
got sidetracked with the Habs.
Right.
They made some really dumb moves, but not the dumbest we saw from
Sure.
Canada. We'll get to that soon.
Okay.
But the Canucks traded 3 expiring bad contracts in exchange for Connor Garland, who we don't even know is going to re-sign there, and Oliver Ekman-Larsson's terrible contract.
Right.
Which, I mean, you look at the figures on that, you're like, Jim Benning, what the hell are you doing? And it was bad.
Yeah.
Like, just bad stuff. And it's Jim Benning. Like, this is the kind of stuff we've come to expect from him.
Yeah.
Like, sure, you're clearing up cap space to sign Pedersen and Hughes, but by bringing on another terrible contract, you're not really doing that job.
Right.
Just stay near the cap ceiling while re-signing Pedersen and Hughes, while keeping Louis Eriksson, Jay Beagle, and God, I forgot who else they traded, but all that, and I'm speechless.
You're right. Rarely are you speechless.
Like, you can't justify that trade.
Right.
You can't justify it. Like what? Like, yeah, Connor Garland's good. He's a top 6 scorer. He'll slot right in there.
Right.
He'll be next to Bo Horvat. But for that contract, when you are in a whole other situation trying to re-sign your 2 young stars in Elias Pettersson and Quinn Hughes. Although Quinn, I'm pretty sure he has 1 foot out the door now.
Oh yeah.
He has his 2 brothers in New Jersey.
He's heading here, man. He smells the pork roll.
He smells that pork roll, egg
Yeah,
and cheese
that's right.
SPK with a nice coffee.
That's right.
You can go down to Wawa and he gets his gas pumped for him.
That's right. You get your touchscreen sandwiches, and
You get a good hoagie from Wawa.
yep, and you're good. Welcome.
Quick check. There you go over there.
Definitely welcome here in New
That-
Jersey.
If you put a Quick Check in Vancouver, it would automatically be the best sandwich joint around
Oh,
there.
yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And Quick Check is like on the mid tier.
Yeah.
Or the lower tier in New Jersey,
Right.
actually. It's when you're really starving for a sandwich. You're like,
Oh,
where
well,
can I go?
well, I guess Quick Check is open.
No, I guess not. Quick
Yeah,
Check.
'cause Quick Check's
fine,
open.
Fine, okay, Quick Check. Not bad sandwiches, but for New Jersey, it's
No.
not that great.
Yeah. In a pinch, it works.
All I'm saying is that they did not pitch, like Dougie Hamilton's free agency meeting. I'm sure they did not pitch. They did not have the meeting at a Quick Check. They did not say, "Hey, look at the great food around here. We're gonna go to Quick Check."
Right.
When they say, "Hey, look at the great food around here," they're gonna go to some random Italian deli that's in town that makes some great meatball parm and mozzarella.
Right. All right.
They take, we got a
yep.
pork roll, egg, and cheese.
Lock to the Canucks 1 year.
Yeah,
1 year.
decent. But we are going to go on to another team in Canada. And we're going to talk about the Edmonton Oilers.
Okay. Also
I-
made a couple signings.
You want to talk about bad GMs.
Okay.
Jim Benning is bad.
Yes.
Ken Holland is on another level.
Right.
He is terrible.
Which things they got such talent on that team, but okay.
Well, he's on the verge of squandering a core with Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl.
Yeah.
Which you could put Ray Shero in charge of that team, and he gives them a championship. Even better yet, you could put Brian Cashman in charge of that team.
Yeah.
You could
Yeah.
put Jerry Reese in charge of that
Yeah,
team.
I was like,
and
oh,
he
I get this. I can do this.
I mean, Jerry Reese was kind of handed his 2 championships on a silver platter
Sure.
because of Ernie Accorsi, but anyways, we're gonna talk about Edmonton. Yeah, they made some moves. They committed a lot of money, a lot of investments.
Yes.
High risk investments. This is like buying GameStop when it was like $370.
Sure.
And holding on to
Right.
it like
And
that. This
hoping
is the
it
kind
goes-
of investment. This is the kind of investment that we're talking about coming from Ken Holland and
Yes.
company. Just to go down, they traded for Duncan Keith, which Duncan Keith like 8 years ago, one of the best in the league.
Yes.
But then you re-signed Tyson Barrie for a lot of money.
Right.
Tyson Barrie was a product of McDavid and Draisaitl. A lot of his points were secondary assists, and he's a pylon defensively. Yeah, they got him locked up long term, and then they go and sign Cody Ceci. Oh my god, dude, that is one half of the defense that I just mentioned while losing Adam Larson,
Right.
who we know well.
We do know well.
He would have been the best defensive defenseman on that team. And Darnell Nurse, who sucks at defense. So, yeah, you look at that top 4. You have Duncan Keith, sucks at defense. Tyson Barrie, can't play defense.
Right.
Duncan Keith can't play defense.
Yes.
And Darnell Nurse cannot play defense.
Yeah.
So,
what do you have
that
then?
is a top
How does
4.
that add up right there?
That is a top 4 of scrubs. And I think they traded Ethan Bear, who is really bad. Really, really bad.
All right, you're ladies and gentlemen, your
Like-
2021-22 to 2022 Edmonton Oilers.
Defense. That's something terrible. And it is so bad. On the contrary, good signing for the LA Kings. Philip Danault, 6 years, very good stuff. Very good stuff. Philip Danault, he's great.
Yep.
Just gonna give a shout out to the Ottawa Senators. They signed Michael Delzato for
Delzato, 2 years.
way too much.
2 years. 2 years average annual value $2 million for
Yeah.
Michael Delzato.
Michael Delzato. Oh my god. It is bad.
Yeah, this has been pretty.
The Seattle Kraken, they have a lot of cap space. They want to do something with it. They're gonna sign. I've heard Philip Grubauer.
Yeah.
They're gonna be throwing money at him. You
Right.
know, they want their own version of Marc-Andre Fleury.
Right. Right. Yeah, a lot of money being thrown around. A
Well,
lot.
it's NHL free agency.
I
and it's
know. Still.
but, like the market's open. Teams have cap space. They want to they want to overpay for needs that they think they have.
Sure.
And like a bunch of these players, all of the contracts are going to look bad because with restricted free agency, which is basically like arbitration.
Yes.
Although it's nowhere near as
not
convoluted
right.
as arbitration.
Controversial, yeah.
But restricted free agency, those guys are typically locked up, and most guys don't typically become free agents until they're like late 20s. Like most formidable players don't become unrestricted free agents until they're like 29, like 28. Like Hamilton's 28. That's like on the younger side for a really, really good free agent. But
thank goodness for the Devils.
I'm gonna look.
For sure. Yeah, let me know if anything else stands out to you.
I'm gonna look if anything was official. It was made official yet by the Devils. Nobody knows if it's going to be made official anytime soon, but the deal basically done, and oh my god. Oh no. Oh no. Oh my god, dude. You know how the Nashville Predators have John Hines as their head coach?
Yes, I remember that. Yes. I am aware of this, yes.
They just signed Matt Tennyson. Oh man. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh no.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Cameron Woolley's laughing, everybody.
Oh my god. I mean, I know the Predators have had more recent success than the Devils by a wide margin. But what the hell? I want to see that. It's a two-way contract.
It is. Yes.
But it's a 2-year deal, and oh my god. Oh no. Oh, he's going to get so many minutes. He's going to get so many minutes there. I remember we had the misfortune of watching a defensive pairing with Mirko Mueller and Matt Tennyson on it live on the glass.
Yes.
Oh
well, yeah, that's right.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
It is so bad. It is just awful.
Yeah.
This comes from Ethan Fink on Twitter. Breaking New Jersey Devils legend Matt Tennyson will be joining John Hines in Nashville after signing a 2-year deal with the Preds. What an incredible signing.
Tennyson's a legend?
Devils legend.
Legend?
He's memeing.
Okay.
He's a memeing.
Okay.
Matt Tennyson.
Legend. It still looks weird. I know it's a meme.
Devils legend Matt Tennyson. Oh man.
More memeing. Everyone's favorite defenseman, everyone's favorite head coach of United.
Oh, dude. Oh, God. I'm going to have to be a support group for... Like, I'm going to have to be a therapist for...
You're good at therapy.
No, I am already a therapist for a couple of my... Predators fan friends who've actually called into the show.
Yeah.
On a couple occasions, but I remember like every complaint they made about John Hines. I'm like, yep, playing well for 40 minutes, only playing 2/3 of the game. Yep.
All right, check.
Yep, check. Okay.
Check. Mark off those checklists.
Like,
those check boxes.
Like, yeah. Oh, I know what you mean. Yeah. Oh, the defense. Oh, he's not playing. He's benching a really good young forward. I've got no clue what that's like.
Yeah.
In our news on the Colorado Avalanche, re-up their captain, Gabriel Landeskog.
Okay.
8-year contract, but
8 years.
That's the kind of commitment that you make.
Yeah.
That's the kind of
It's
commitment
just 8
you make.
years. So long in hockey years.
Yeah, I know in hockey years it's
never really seems to work out either. But that's just me.
Let's laugh at the Rangers for a bit. Looking at some of the players
Geez,
that they've signed, oh my god.
I haven't even heard anything from them. So please hit me with it.
Okay, so remember
I'm
how
so
last
happy
year
with the Devils signings.
Remember how last year,
Mm-hmm.
Tom Wilson hit Artemi Panarin or something like that. Or it's like Tom Wilson did something.
Yes.
So the Rangers, got what I like to call Tom Wilson syndrome, which is basically when a team gets traumatized by Tom Wilson, they sacrifice everything to go out and get gritty guys, to go out and get a bunch of grinders,
Right.
at all costs. Like the Rangers traded Pavel Buchnevich for Sammy Blais. Terrible trade.
Right.
And St. Louis signed him for a little bit more than what the Rangers got for, or what the Rangers paid Barclay Goodrow. They could have paid Buchnevich, but they instead went in on Barclay Goodrow and a bunch of grit and veteranosity that can deal with the bad man. Really, really funny.
Yeah.
And it happened to the Penguins. Remember, like they were in great shape, but then they started dealing off a bunch of guys, and then they just started getting guys like Ryan Reeves, Brandon Tanev.
It's like, what are you guys doing?
Like guys like that. Well, Tom Wilson. But they got to beat the boogeyman.
Right. Oh.
And
this is good. So everybody else Devils got better. Everyone else got worse.
Yeah, basically.
Yes.
Basically, in the Metropolitan, everyone in the Metro is making stupid decisions when the Devils are being smart, which is great. Like that, in my opinion, is the biggest plus of this offseason.
Right.
I think everyone else in our division has been tripping over themselves and doing a bunch of stupid things, which is great for us. And the Rangers were on a really good path.
Yeah.
Remember, I've been blasting the warning sirens about the Rangers being really good. And then they suddenly just do this. Like, you can't really explain much of it. It's just terrible stuff.
No. Yeah.
Like and I love it. I am in love with Chris Drury. I love what he's been doing. Like, I love Chris Drury.
Thanks, Chris Drury.
Like, they fired, and you know why? It's because James Dolan is getting involved.
Right.
Because the Knicks told him to pound salt, and now he's bored, and then he's like, oh, wait, I own a hockey team.
Yeah.
And
now I can do whatever I want with these guys.
And after the Tom Wilson thing, he fired Jeff Gorton and John Davidson, who were doing a great job rebuilding things in New York.
Yeah.
Like getting players like Panarin, Fox, Buchnevich, Lafreniere, Strome. Really great pieces.
Solid
like
pieces.
Keandre Miller. Really good stuff. And the big fear was, oh man, the Devils made this great move, but the Rangers won up them by making the same exact move, but better. And now it's the reverse, where the Devils are making good moves, and the Rangers are the ones making all the stupid decisions in name of grit and like the grit per they're trying to up their grit per 60 or their expected grit per 60 stat.
It's grit win games.
Nah.
I would prefer to have speed and skill, but okay.
Speed, skill, transition. Youth.
Yeah. Accuracy, shooting, yes. All that. Defense. Grit. That don't show up on the stat sheet.
Yeah, grit doesn't show up. Sure, having grit on a team can make sure playoff, like in the playoffs, having a couple of gritty guys count. Remember, 2012 Devils, that fourth line, Ryan Carter, Steven Giunta, Steve Bernier. Remember that line?
I do.
God, it was great.
I do.
Remember Zach Parise? That guy was a friggin' mouse. He would just go in front of the net and he would just pesky.
Yeah. Parise reportedly signing with the Islanders.
Yeah, there was a fake report out there by a check mark that said that he was going to the Devils, and I'm sitting there, and I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah, come on.
I remember
You knew you couldn't.
I'm like, I did not take it
You
seriously.
couldn't have thought that was
I
happening.
did not take it seriously.
Okay,
but,
good.
But I
That's
was
what-
refreshing Zach. I was like, I typed in Zach Parisi on Twitter, and I kept refreshing.
Sure, to see if there's any
People
news.
like refreshing.
Come on, you couldn't have thought that was really going to happen.
The idea came into my head, and I could not get it out.
Okay.
To tell you the truth, the idea just got into my head, and I was thinking of, oh man, Zach Parisi on that fourth line for the vet minimum. That would be great, to replace Nate Bastian. That would be perfect. You know what? I want Zach Parisi, and
he's 37 years old. I'm just again the age, not to be ageist or anything, but
yeah, 37 years old.
I'm just saying in the professional sports world, yeah, that is
Really old.
that's kind of old. So.
And Lou Lamoriello.
And also our old friend Cal Palmieri reportedly re-signing. I don't know, signing with the Islanders. Going to stay put across the water.
Yeah, good for them.
Yeah.
Wonder if anything's going on with Travis Zajac.
I don't know, man.
I want there. I haven't heard anything about him today.
I mean, yeah.
You put a K in Zajac.
Sorry.
There's nothing on
Nope.
him.
It's been pretty quiet, so.
Yeah, nothing on him. Sad. He should sign like a one-day contract with the Devils and then retire.
Yeah. I mean, I guess, I don't. Well, again, 36. He might have another year left somewhere.
I mean, that role on his, on a playoff team,
Yeah.
the role that he plays is very important.
Yeah.
Good two-way defensive center who
Sure.
has a tiny bit of a scoring touch.
Right.
His game has actually aged quite well. He doesn't put up terrible numbers. He's a perfectly fine asset to have on a team.
Yeah.
Especially a playoff team. Put him on your third, fourth
Right.
line.
Yeah, sure.
Don't expect him to do too much, but
But he can play. He's got experience.
put him there. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I don't know where he would go, but
Yeah.
yeah, we'll see, and see if any other surprises have cropped up.
I think we're past the big first wave of signings, and
Yeah, I'm just trying to remember who else might be out there.
yeah, Braden Point signed a massive extension with Tampa. My
8
God.
years.
Hey, that's gonna carry in the 2030.
8 years, $9.5 million a year. That's yeah. That's a long time. That's a lot of money. Yeah, that's well, good. Yeah, good luck with that, guys. I don't know. Did you see it's long term, man? I don't know. Did you find anything else? You're looking.
I'm looking for, I don't know, something on Dougie Hamilton, I guess.
I mean, I don't want to jinx it, but I mean, it's all but official, right? Although, you know what, with the Devils, you never know.
Yeah, I'm just.
That's a good point. It's not a done deal quite yet.
Man, it's not a completely done deal, but the Devils aren't announcing.
Yeah. This hearing Hamilton, the New Jersey announcement is delayed because they want to bring Dougie in to sign in person.
That's
The smoke and mirrors.
Take that report with a grain of salt.
Okay. Okay, I will.
Just take it with a grain of salt.
Right.
Everybody is saying that Hamilton is going to be a Devil. There's no other rumors for any of our teams that have popped up.
Right. I don't know. I mean, you gotta be a little nervous, though, right? Nothing's happened.
Yeah,
It's been
do not get me wrong.
it's been like 5 hours. What? I don't know. We're waiting for the announcement.
God damn it! Now I'm actually getting nervous
Uh-oh.
now. God, no, we were just talking about how he was going to be so great.
Right.
Oh my God. Can this deal get finalized? Now, I know Jonathan Bernier basically leaked it. No. I think what the hockey guys are waiting to do is for us to stop recording, then for me to be in the car, go home,
And then
get on my computer, and then
Right.
the first thing I see is Dougie Hamilton like officially announced
Right,
to be a
right.
New Jersey Devil. That
okay.
I am waiting for that to happen. It is inevitable.
Well, even then, at least it happens. So,
Oh no, I'd rather Dougie Hamilton just be a Devil. Period.
like right now.
I mean, Jonathan Bernier was announced quickly, like really quick.
Right.
Like they got that out by like noon.
Yeah, they did. Like right when it opened. So. All right. Hopefully it happens soon, so we can announce it officially. But come on. When have the Devils ever done anything easily?
Yeah, this is not easy.
Right. This is just par for the course, everybody. It's par for the course.
Dude, this is weird. NorthJersey.com is reporting it.
Yeah, but I mean that's an official.
Darren Drager said at 407 that things are all quiet on the Dougie Hamilton front.
Okay.
And meanwhile, this is after like stuff was reported for Dougie Hamilton signing with New Jersey. All quiet on the Dougie Hamilton front basically means that, like, my source said they're still hammering out the
Okay,
final
just
details.
minor details.
Like they're hammering out like bonuses and whatever, and like the big day, like stuff like what teams who sign big contracts do.
Sure. Okay. All right, let's hope so. why you got bring our blood pressure up like this?
I don't know
It's
why
not
I have
cool.
to bring up my blood pressure.
It's not cool. Jonathan Bernier got a call from Marty Brodeur.
Yep.
Yeah, that was cool. That's cool. Welcomed him to the team.
Yeah, welcome Jonathan Bernier. Officially, Jonathan Bernier is a Devil, and well, he said that Dougie Hamilton signed here. Like a player from the team leaked that Hamilton was going to be signing here. It's like all of the signs point toward him being a Devil, but like basically the ink is not on the paper yet.
Okay.
Like, there's nothing
Okay.
official, just nothing squared away.
Okay.
Or they want to get it squared away.
Can they please get it squared away?
Like, please,
That's all I ask.
please, for the love of God, square it
Seriously. Seriously. It's always got to be drama, though. I mean, honestly, what are they waiting for?
away. Well, I don't know what they're waiting for.
Honestly.
I mean, it should be, like, every outlet has reported Dougie Hamilton, New Jersey Devil. Like, there's...
Right, except the one that matters.
Yeah, except for the team, like, that. No Friedman. Friedman hasn't reported it yet, and the Devils themselves have not reported it yet. So, everything is... Like, it should be done. It should be done today. Like, they want to do it as soon as possible.
Yeah. Just do it. If you need me to throw in $5-10, I'll do it. Like if you need to crowdsource this, I'll do it.
Like, you need me to throw in some money?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, just let me know what you need. Just let me know. Oh. Yeah, it can never be easy. All right. Well, I'll be watching that Twitter account as well as at Cam Woolley Show, the official
Absolutely.
Twitter account of the
Absolutely.
Cam Woolley Show. If you want news, rants, reports, blog posts, and more
Yeah.
rants, check that out for sure.
CamWoolleyShow.com.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm just gonna refresh the Devil's Twitter account until I see
Yeah.
the welcome. Yeah.
They tweeted out "Feel the burn," and it was just feel the burn.
Feel the burn, yay. The
Yeah.
burn, yay. Yeah. Well, welcome to New Jersey. We
Yeah.
yeah, we hope Dougie follows suit momentarily. Momentarily. Well, you know it is. Every time we wait for something to happen live on the show, it never happens till like the next day.
Yeah, of course. No. It's gonna happen in between.
You're right.
No. It's gonna happen in between the recording stopping
Right. And
and it being uploaded.
okay.
If it gets announced, that is when it's gonna happen.
Sure. So that's par for the course from you, for sure. Oh. All right. Well, we'll just wait for the official announcement. Did you just see something?
I saw something.
Anything
about Thomas.
breaking?
I saw something about Thomas Tatar, or something. I don't know. Nothing big.
Okay.
Nothing big. Nothing big.
Okay.
But hey, there's gonna be big stuff that's gonna be happening. Like if the Devils lock up, they get Hamilton.
Yes. Boom. Lock it up.
Square
Okay,
down.
lock that down.
Get pen to paper.
Right.
Make Dougie Hamilton.
Make
a
it
Devil.
official. Yes.
I don't know if they're done. Of
I
course, to get to the cap floor, they got to make some moves, spend some money, and
sure.
And that I'm pretty sure that'll come in the form of Sharon Govich and Kuokkanen being re-signed.
As it should. Yes.
And no, take it from there. Everyone's saying they want to compete, and this move is a compete kind of move.
Very much so, which makes me
Yes.
happy. So many years just kind of wallowed in, uncertainty.
Like sitting around,
and,
like saying, "Do we want to compete?"
Yeah,
and then they have an
or
off
just-
season where they buy,
Right,
buy,
yeah.
and then they lose, and then they're like, "Oh no, we suck, rebuild," and then they see one trade, and it's like, "Oh man, we're gonna make this trade," and it's like Taylor Hall,
Yep.
and then like, "Oh shit, we're gonna buy up now," and then they're buying. And then the team sucks, and it's like, oh god, sell, and then they
Right.
find out, oh my god, Jack Hughes, PK Subban, we're gonna go and we're gonna contend. They get
Yeah.
Nikita Gusev,
Yeah, it didn't really work out that way.
and then that happened. Ugh.
Yes, I remember. I
Yeah.
prefer to forget.
You will buy in the
I forget it
offseason,
again.
sell at the trade deadline.
Yes.
Buy in the offseason, sell at the trade deadline.
Right. But yeah, bolster the team. All the way to the cup.
Yes, dude, it's go in a direction. Like, pick a direction. I really like what this front office has been doing. I really like what Tom Fitzgerald has been doing. And I want them to keep up. And Dougie Hamilton doesn't say that getting Dougie Hamilton still, it doesn't say that the Devils still can't get, like, prospects. It doesn't say that they're going to automatically become a playoff team and they're going to have to.
I know.
And they're going to have to
I know.
sell the farm.
I know. We're again cautiously. I'm
They're
cautious.
not gonna
cautious.
they're not gonna sell the farm for Jack Eichel, which dear God, that's another situation. But I don't know if we're seeing a lot on that front. I think it's just gonna be a situation where a player doesn't want to play with the team. The asking price is way too high, and then as the time ticks, the team who's selling off the player is going to have less and less leverage, and then he's going to be bought for cheap.
Right.
And no team is stupid enough to trade for Jack Eichel at his highest value right now.
We'll see. We'll see about that.
Last asking price I heard was pretty low.
Okay.
And it's only going to get way lower.
Right.
So, yeah, that's what's been happening in
Yeah.
hockey.
Well, I'm glad to see you happy because on the I guess we're not going to talk about it, but the baseball front was not a good week.
Oh, dear God.
It was not a good week.
The Yankees won last night against the Rays.
Sure.
It doesn't look like they're going to be making any trades.
Right, and it seems like the Rays are going to get stronger, but MLB trade deadline coming up. Coming up
And
very quickly.
We are probably going to have nothing to report on the Yankee front at least. We're probably going to have nothing to report on. So, yeah.
Well, they're trying to save money, oddly enough, and it's so weird to see.
God.
They're trying to shave
so
off dollars.
Terrible.
They're shaving off dollars.
It's terrible. People are saying Luis Sessa and Justin Wilson getting trades. Like, oh, it clears up roster spots for a big trade. No. It's about penny pinching.
Right. Yep. Yeah, they get rid of a lot of money, so... Oh. Well, at least, something...
It's about keeping Scrooge McDuck up there happy.
Basically, yes. Not even basically, it is.
Yes.
No doubt. That's Scrooge McDuck.
I was going to say Mr. Krabs. I don't want to insult Mr. Krabs.
No,
like that.
no.
I do not want to besmirch the name of Mr. Krabs by comparing him to Hal Steinbrenner. But anyways, yep. From Ming Chen and a Shared Universe Podcast Studio, I'm Cameron Woolley. Be sure to like, subscribe, ring the notification bell.
Buy a
follow me,
t-shirt. Buy a
follow me,
shirt.
buy my stuff.
Buy a sticker.
Do whatever. Give me money.
Yes.
Stay classy, New Jersey.